Action. Go. Okay, guys. So that was your compensation, or time gain compensation, depth gain compensation, or swept compensation. One thing that you girls will start hearing in physics is that it's okay, a single thing may go under a million names. And unfortunately, it's okay, you have to remember all those million names. So not only is okay the actual name of the person, but also his Yahoo ID, his Gmail ID, his TikTok ID, his Instagram ID, his Facebook ID. Exactly. Good. Acoustic power. Now acoustic power means it's okay, just going to be amount of energy that's going to be sent out from this transducer. Okay. And this is one of the functions that has a bazillion names. Let's not get into that. Okay, and this is the one. Okay, so here just say it's okay, power output. It may also be as okay, output power, transducer output, blah 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 blah. Okay, and it's 100%. Okay, we can reduce it. How? Counterclockwise, and we may increase it clockwise. Okay. Now the reason that we keep it at 100%, and you guys will say, well, okay, isn't that going to, increase the patience? Oh, this is stuff that is going to come out of any.
Look at bright light, it helps.
Okay. Okay. And the reason that we still keep it at 100% is that okay, it's going to reduce the amount of noise on your B-mode image. How and why and blah 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 BBB, we'll talk more of that in physics. Okay? But again, it's okay, it comes down to when we talk about that alarm. Decrease the power output and increase the gain or your B-mode. Okay? That was what you could do. Either of these could be decreased if your image was too bright. Okay. But in that case, it would be ideal to decrease your power output to make your image less bright, because it decrease the brightness of your image and at the same time reduce the patient's exposure to sound energy. Okay? Whereas, okay, if your image was too bright, too dark, again, it's okay, two functions that could be increased. Because both of them will, okay, increase the brightness. But in that case, okay, you will increase your B mode, because this mainly handles the as okay functions or manipulates the brightness of the signals that had returned back from the patient. Okay. So by increasing this, yes, okay, by increasing your brightness by your B mode, you're not exposing the patient to more sound energy. Okay. But this is your acoustic output or power output and so on, which means it's okay, accounts for the amount of energy that is being sent out by the transducer. Okay. And this function here also has some other functions, but we'll talk about those after in physics. So, gain. Now some of you say, well, Mike, what the is gain? Gain was mainly just increasing your or changing your B mode. Okay. It may also be referred to as, now this gain here may also be called receiver gain. So another name for simple what we call gain is receiver gain. Clear? Okay? Okay. And as far as a function is going to be concerned, it's going to be what we call amplification.
You said it's increasing like B mode, basically?
Gain, you can increase the gain or decrease the gain, right? Okay? You guys increased your gain today, right?
Yeah.
Because you met up. So we went clockwise. Some people who couldn't make it, due to whatever reason, well, okay, went anti-clockwise. Okay. But when we say gain, okay, now gain is just one name, just like your compensation. There's other names, so it could be receiver gain. Clear? Okay, and you could call it receiver gain. We can also call it amplification. Okay, or how we mean is okay. Change the gain is by okay your B mode. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Zoom. Now, we actually, as okay, if you wanted to, can hook up to Zoom IT via this machine and be in communication with a physician somewhere who will look at our scan through Zoom. How do we do that? No, that's not what the Zoom means. Okay.
Wait, what?
That's not what, ladies, get closer because, okay. So, there gotta be a function here that says Zoom. And that's the one. Now here's, okay, what does zoom mean? They actually zoom in on a structure. Clear? Okay? Did that make sense? Okay? So let's say, now ladies, this is your image. This is the image that we have, right? Okay? You may say, well, okay, I see a little spot here. Okay? I want to take a closer look at that. Clear? Okay? Now you can literally say, okay, put your head through it now, okay, through the screen, but okay, that's not going to. Okay? So what you mainly as okay will do is zooming in, or you will actually say as okay, that zooming is actually going to be as okay what we call magnification. Just like you look at something through a magnifying glass, right? What does it do? What does the magnifying glass do?
Enhance an image.
Huh?
Enhance an image.
It makes it bigger, right? Okay? Or you may even have as okay those mirrors in your bathroom where you actually is okay with is this a pimple or is this just a mole that I'm growing or something? Or there's some remaining makeup. You can look into that and okay, yes, here it will. Okay. So here is a function that says zoom, and that's how you actually will be able to zoom in. And once you have zoomed in, as you want to zoom out. Okay. So what's the function, or what's the concept?
Motion.
Clockwise, increase zooming. Okay? So what you will see here, as I go on and just okay, start zooming, you will see something here. But you may see it okay that this image here is going to see it okay, we zoom in on a certain area. So you see a box here? So right now it says okay, just up to 3 centimeters. So it's okay, had we seen a structure here, it's okay, that we want to look closer at, we can even, it's okay, zoom in further. And you say, well, okay, right now it's okay. It's only this area here which is zoomed in, and we say, okay, well, the structure that we wanted to see was here. Okay, so it more mean is okay, it would have been here, right? Okay. You can just move it over. Okay. So this little square here is what you now see here. All is okay, your original scanning was at 4 centimeters. But you zoom in and you say, okay, well, This structure which first just appeared as a small dot or whatever. We can now take a closer look at it. Did that make sense? Clear, okay. So this is your zooming window which you made going to whatever falls within this window here is what you see out here. Clear, okay. Now this zooming here can be done in two ways. Had we been scanning a patient here now, me, transducer or any area, that's okay, and we were scanning, and just zoomed in like this. This was going to be what we will call right magnification, or right zoom. Okay. If I tap it to move the transducer, your image will disappear. Clear? Okay, so this was right zooming or right magnification. Okay. There may be another way of, let's say it's magnifying. And let's just zoom out. And as although that function is right next to it, but that's what you call freeze. Clear? Okay, so what is freeze? You freeze your image. Okay? And you guys, I guess you may have been playing that when you were younger. On parties, they play the music and then they stop the music and anybody is just freeze in that position. So that's what you literally do here. Okay, you freeze. So, even in this instance, even if you move the transducer, you're frozen image. And you still be able to zoom in on a frozen image. Not just that, you may even be able to just retrieve an image that already have been saved in the database and zoom in onto that. Did that make sense? Okay.
So when you freeze it, it saves.
It will literally save the image.
So it's like taking a picture. Okay.
Literally, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Right here is we haven't saved it in the lab, you can say in the data yet.
Okay.
The system will just keep that as a frozen image. Okay. So these kinds where you either freeze an image by touching, or as turning on the freeze button. Okay. And then yes, magnifying. That's going to what we call read magnification. Or whether you retrieve an image from your database and then magnify it or zoom in onto it. It will also be read magnification. Did you ladies get that? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now one thing about freezing is not only going to freeze your image, literally as any other function of your system will freeze. Okay. Okay. So you may say, why is it that I'm not able to turn on that says powered up? Why is it I'm not able to that says change the depth and so on so because your freezer button is on. How we would know that it is on?
Green.
It's green. Did you ladies get that? Okay? So, you can you just unfreeze it, you press it and it becomes yellow, and then you can zoom out. Okay? So this power here is your freeze button. Okay? Now I know it doesn't say in your system, it's your charts. Okay? on your paper here. Okay? But let's just get it out. Because some of you say, well, I scanned this picture. I like it. Okay? Well, that's okay. You like it. You can only see it here now because, that's when you're scanning it. You may say, I want somebody to see this later on. So you literally have to save that image in your data bank. As you can see, it's okay. Somebody was using this as me, saving their pictures. Now, how in the did they manage to do that? Sorry. P as in Peter 1. Pressing P1 saves your image. Okay, so it's not, I know it's not mentioned on this one here, but that's literally it's okay how you will be saving your image. By pressing the button that says P1, Peter, P as in Peter, Patrick, Patricia. Okay, and 1. So key P as in Peter, 1 is saving a picture. Did you ladies get that?
Yes.
Okay, and when do you find P1? Maybe it's okay, just on chop off, freeze. Any questions? Any question goes?
No.
Okay. What does the next one say?
Measurements.
Okay, girls, step closer. Okay, and that thing I showed you guys, and well, let me just look at the picture that I showed yesterday was not a picture that I took from this one here, but I mean it's okay from the manufacturer's website. But I said, well, okay, right here is going to be a button, and it's okay, the manufacturer, so now that they label it. So there's a button here that says measure, this is the one. Right now, the light is yellow. Now, what does that yellow light mean?
It's off.
It's off. Okay, so right now, we will not be able to, let's say, okay, measure anything that we see on our screen. Okay, so first what we have to do is turn it on. And now you see this little cross here. In this case, it's a cross, and in some cases, it may be just a cursor, it may be just a dot, it may be just a circle, it may look like, okay, it's a target, whatever. Okay, well, that says, okay, there was a structure here that we wanted to measure. You can move it with the help of your mouse. Click. And then you move. And then you click. And this here was labeled as 1, so that's the measurement. So if there was something that, okay, that you want to measure from here to here, you'll get the readings here. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So right now, it's okay, this would have been 0.87 centimeters. Does anybody know how many millimeters that would be?
0.87 centimeters?
Yeah.
Isn't that like 0.0087 millimeters?
No,
No? I don't know.
that's fine. It's fine. You will have fun with that in physics. It's going to be 8.7 millimeters.
0.8?
No, it's going to be
8.7.
8.7.
Oh, the other way, okay.
The other way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how you mainly as okay measure. Okay? If you want to, let's say it's okay, clear that. Okay, shit, okay, was the wrong measurement. Okay, there's not this button that says clear. So that's me is okay, going to pretty much okay, clear. That's just okay, anything that you add on to your image.
No, this is,
What's next?
No, I mean, like,
it's different for
I
every.
don't know how to explain it.
Dual
Yeah,
image.
it's different for each thing though, that's why they're not labeled. These change.
Okay, girls. Dual image. Now, right now, if you look at the word dual, what would I say?
Two.
Two. Right now, we only have one picture. Okay, and if we, yes, okay, currently we're scanning something, now we will see here. Did that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay? But we may need to, yes, okay, have two pictures. Two, okay? what that second picture could be, maybe a previous picture from the patient's old record that we now need to bring up to compare with today's scan. Or okay, something before manipulation, something during manipulation, or something like that. Okay. And what you see here is these two buttons here. L is for left and R is for right. Okay. Now here it doesn't really matter. You can press any of these two keys here and it will give you a dual image. I can just say, okay, let's just press white. Okay. Now maybe it's okay, a little bit difficult to realize it. But this must be your right image and this is your left.
You press this for the dual image.
You can press anyone.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Okay. But now right is green and left is yellow. Did that make sense? Okay. So what would that mean? That if we find yes, okay, now we're scanning something, that will appear here. And the left image that we had marked as okay could just have been a reference. If we were scanning. Even if we have, for instance, okay, retrieve two images from the library or database, but we turn on right, and let's say, okay, started zooming, it will be as okay, zooming in on the right image. Okay, so from here, it's okay, you know which side is active and which side is not active. Okay, you can always switch that on to, yes, okay, so okay, now I want to have my actual scanning on the left side, and okay, the right side is going to be the sleeping side. Now, this would have been your, this is now the active side, and this is the inactive side. Let's see, maybe we should be unsure of that. Mouse and mouse. But that's your dual image. Okay. So the side that is green is the side that is active. The side that is yellow is the side that will be inactive. Okay. What's the next one? Texting. Now, did you guys recall when we started today in the patient's profile and we chose vascular? Okay. When the system was turned on, it's okay, I guess, okay, the previous people who used this did abdomen. That's what you can see down here. Okay. Okay. But, and say, well, okay, it will be, you can still do a vascular examination using is okay, the abdominal one. Okay. But the reason that we choose vascular, if you are going to do vascular, is that okay, as once we for instance, okay, we want to label things, because it's not just a matter of taking a picture and saving it. Okay. Because let's say, okay, there's a blood vessel. A blood vessel in the upper arm is going to look just like a blood vessel in the lower limb. So the person who is going to look at that is not really going to be knowing, is this a picture of the aorta? Is this a picture of any part, or let's say, okay, the arteries in the upper extremity or any arteries in the lower extremity, until it is labeled. Not just the artery, but it's okay, which part of the artery, proximal, distal, middle, things like that. Okay. So, how do we label? you may just pass a comment on the picture. Okay, you like the picture, you pass a comment. So here it says comment. Good. What do you see here? A whole list of abbreviations, right? Okay. Now here's you may be able to choose from your kind of blood vessels. Right now it says carotid.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so this means your carotid arteries dictionary
Oh, it's not there.
that you may be using to
Yeah, it
label
changes. It's whatever.
image or the images that you took. And what do you say about this screen here?
It changes. Oh, it's touch screen.
It's a touch screen.
Oh.
Okay, so you say, well, I have the carotid. You can choose the size and say, because right carotid is going to look like the left carotid. If you want to label it and say, it's the right carotid. It's a sagittal view. Okay, and that says, which part of the carotid?
Flesh.
That says,
Girl, me too.
proximal. And now the person who looks at this, so this is the right, or this is a sagittal view of the proximal right carotid. Okay? And you, for instance, chose an abdomen back then. Now you will have to sit here and manually type that.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't have the time for that, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay? You will not have the time for that.
Yeah.
So, that's it, okay? You may say, well, there are something that, needs to be labeled, which I may not see. Well, this is just the first page, you can always flip the page. Flip the page. Okay, it's just have 2 pages. Okay? So here we can even say, CC, common carotid, IC, internal carotid pulp, EC, external carotid, things like that. You may even have just for your neck, have to go and scan the vertebral arteries. Okay, so how would you label that? Vertebral. Right, you have to sit down and manually type it in. Did that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So once that is done, just you say picture taken. You buy frozen it. This was a good frame. And then you can go on and say, let me label it. Then, pre-1, and now it's our picture that was labeled without having anything in it, now is saved in the library. Yes, Maria?
You have 30 seconds left.